In this video, I'm going to be showing you the different ventilation, pacing, and pattern. It's not how you follow up on my ventilation class, and you cannot be perfect in ventilating hair. Hair ventilation has three patterns: the in-between, the slant, and the horizontal. So we are going to first start from the in-between line. This is mostly used if you are trying to make a closure. This is the kind of pattern you use. So first, you are going to start by creating a straight line on your net, just like I'm doing. Just make sure you're watching this video closely, because my video is self-explanatory. I try as much as possible to make it self-explanatory, though I'll still be telling you what I'm doing so that you won't get confused. Now, when you are done creating the straight line, you come in between the next line, just as I'm doing now, and ventilate. Okay, watch me closely. You create a straight line too from the middle. Okay, after you're done ventilating the first line, the next one you are going to ventilate is in the middle of the first one you created, just like I'm doing now. Now, another way you can also do it is by counting. After you are done, you count 3 holes, yes, and ventilate the third hole. Okay, yes, from the first one you did, count 1, 2, 3, ventilate the third one. The first one you did, count 1, 2, 3, you ventilate the third one. That's what I'm doing. But if you're a professional, there's no need to count. It's mostly for beginners. Okay, I just hope you're watching and getting what I'm doing. So just like I was saying, this is mostly used to make closure. So if you want to make closure, use this, because it will give you a very natural look. Your net is not going to show. Okay, let's do this again so you understand what I mean. Now watch me count. From there, count 1, 2, 3, ventilate the third hole. That way you are never going to make mistake, because this in-between method, see, if you miss one hole, you definitely fail it. So you don't even need to do any mistake. I don't know if you're understanding. Why doing this in between, you have to be very careful. So from there, count 1, 2, 3. Anyone you want to do, just count 1, 2, 3, ventilate the third one. Hope you grab. Just keep watching. Okay, and if you've not watched my beginner friendly ventilation class, I'm going to drop the link in the comment section or the description box. Anyway, I'm going to drop it, so you go and learn the different double knotting, double split, and all the rest. Okay, I'm still going to show you guys how to make a closure. It's just gradual process. If you are interested in all of this, press the red subscribe button. Make sure you are following up my channel. Let me get monetized, and I will bring in more good content for you guys. Okay, so let's move over to the next one, which is the slant method. I also love this method because it's natural too. In fact, this is my best method, slant method. Watch it closely. You are going to see the lines that is forming the slant. Can you see what I'm showing you? So that's how you are going to ventilate it. If you want to get this line as a beginner, you just have to bend your canvas so that you can get this line. You have to turn your canvas so that you get this line that I'm ventilating now. So just the normal way, ventilate the first one, leave the next line, and ventilate the other one. Hope you can see what I'm doing when you're done. So as you can see, it's slant. Other than this one that is straight, this one is slant, diagonal. I don't know if you are understanding what I mean, but just watch closely. This video is self-explanatory. Guys, did you notice that when I turned this hair backwards, it just looked like in between? Can you see? That's why I said that this one looks natural. I love the result it gives when you ventilate with it. Okay, so let's go one more time so you understand what I mean. Ventilate the hole, leave the next one, ventilate the other one, leave one. I'm only jumping one hole, unless you want to jump 2, but I'm only jumping one hole. I'm not jumping 2. So here we have our slant method. I'm also going to show you another way you can also ventilate so that you can also get a slant method. This time around, we are just ventilating. When you ventilate, instead of you to ventilate the next one that will make it a straight line, you will leave it and ventilate the one on top. I just really wish I could just enter this video and show you guys what I mean, but when you watch closely, you are definitely going to understand what I mean. Okay, you see it's forming a slant. Can you see? instead of you to ventilate the one that will make it a straight line, ventilate the one on top of that one that will make it a straight line. I really don't know how else to explain, guys, so keep watching. As you can see, it's forming the slant. The more I keep doing it and go up, the more it will keep forming the slant. You can see the line, it's slant already. So that's just how to do it. I also come on top of it, leave one hole, ventilate the other one, leave one hole, ventilate the other one. Okay, you might be wondering why the holes are too big. I'm working with a HD lace, so the hole is big. That is why it's big like this. So you can see what I mean. It's slant. Okay, now let's go over to the horizontal. This is mostly for braided wig. You can also choose to use the other method to make a braided wig, but reason why this is mostly rampant to make a braided wig is because with this one, your spacing, when you want to part your hair, it has a clean pattern. No need of stressing yourself. It has a clean pattern. The holes, the lines are already there. You are going to see what I'm doing. So this one, you are just going to be ventilating straight. Yes, when you ventilate the first one, you leave the one hole and ventilate the other one. So this is what I'm trying to show you what I mean. When you are parting this thing to make a braided wig, it already have its own line. As you can see, it already have its own line. You just need to just cut out where you want to cut out. You understand what I mean? Okay, so I'm also going to show you guys another spacing when it comes to this horizontal, in case you just want to your client to request for it, you will know what to do. So I'm trying to show you guys another spacing. I'm jumping 2 lines here. If you are asked to jump 2 lines, that means you are going to drop 2 lines by the side. So I'm jumping only 2 lines and 1 hole. This method is fast, okay, but the spacing is too much. The spacing is quite much. I don't work with this, but in case you have an urgent work and you just want to do everything in a hurry, you can use this pattern. Okay, so watch closely. I'm jumping 2 holes, I'm jumping 2 lines, and I'm jumping only 1 hole. Okay, as you can see, the lines are by the side, while the hole, there is no spacing in the hole. You can see how close the hole looks, but the lines are open. Okay, now let me show you guys another spacing too. I'm only jumping this one. Now I'm jumping 2 holes. This one I'm jumping 2 holes and 1 line. Okay, like I told you, by the side that's where you get the line. The front is the holes, while the side is the line. In case this one is very fast, if you want to be fast while ventilating, you can use this method, but make sure that it is requested by your clients, because this method, I don't use this method because it's going to leave your pattern. When you are parting for your braided wig, your pattern is going to be too open and it's not going to look natural to me. Okay, I'm not trying to convince you or whatsoever. If you prefer this, you can also use it. Okay, I've already shown you. Okay, but I'm just telling you that based on, for me, I don't use this method even though it's fast, because why I make braided wig for clients, I like to calm down to make a natural looking braided wig. So the method I use is either I use the in-between or I will use the slant method. Okay, but mostly I use the slant method. So here it is. As you can see, Y pattern, you can see that it looks small, it looks too open. Okay, more than the first one we did, the first horizontal we did. You can see the patterns of it. Okay, so let me show you another way you can do in between if you also want to be fast. Now here we are just going to jump 2 lines. Hope you can see as I'm trying to figure out where to ventilate, because the holes of this net is too big. I'm trying to detect where I'm going to ventilate. Okay, so watch me closely. I'm trying to jump 2 lines. Watch closely, you are going to see what I'm doing. So ventilate. I'm still trying to figure out the next line. Ventilate. You are jumping 2 lines. If you want to be fast, I would advise you that instead of you using the last 2 diagonal method I showed you, horizontal method I showed you, you should use this instead. It's going to come out nice because your holes are not going to be showing. Okay, now come in between and ventilate. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Come in between, ventilate. You can see that it's not showing, it's still looking a little bit natural. Can you see? Count your 3. 1 2 3. Ventilate. Okay, count your 3. Ventilate in between. Count your 3. Ventilate. Count your 3. Ventilate. This counting, it's just for you not to make a mistake. Okay, it's not necessary, it's optional. If you are a professional, you can do it. Can you see what I mean? Can you see how natural it's looking? Even though we gave a lot of space, but can you see how natural it's looking? Can you see the difference? The first one we didn't give a space, but this one we spaced it, but still yet it's looking natural. If you've not watched my first video on hair ventilation, make sure you go and watch it. Okay, and please subscribe for more tutorials like this. Bye.